Hey guys, Shadney back with another process video for my December scrap party series where I'm bringing you a video every day for the whole month of December. So today's video is for Christmas Day. It's like after we've already had all our family Christmas. I am extremely exhausted. We just got home. I'm going to film this and put it together and then maybe put some stuff away and then go to bed. I am exhausted. So I hope everyone else had a very Merry Christmas and got to spend lots of family time and everything. This layout is all about our Christmas Eve tradition, and the photos are from last year's Christmas Eve. So what I've done is I've just pulled a bunch of different papers, Christmas papers, a lot of scraps, and then a couple 6x8s that I haven't used yet. And I'm just pulling a little bit from each and going to make these little layered grid squares, rectangles, I guess. So I did 4, 2 with photos, and then one will be journaling and one will be my title. And then I've got these little stockings hung from the bottom. So not all my layers are perfect rectangles all the way through. Like some of them are partial, either horizontal or vertical strips, just to add a little bit of difference. So I've gone through, and each layer is give or take about a 1/4 inch bigger than, not a 1/4 inch, an 1/8 inch bigger all the way around. So just a little bit, just enough for a little bit of the pattern to show through. And it's not really a big deal because you're not using up too much of each piece of paper, and there's obviously more than enough paper to go around for all the projects. I've got plenty. So I'm just going through, and I'm starting with the top layer and working backwards, or working down. So I'll just cut the next layer ever so slightly larger than the previous layer till I have all of them in the stack that I want. And basically what I did is I made one stack that I liked the size, like how many and all that I made of it, and then I just kind of tried to match the other rectangles to that size. Some of them are ever so slightly different, but give or take, they're all about the same size in the end. So I've just done that. I've gone through and just done it for every rectangle. I just did all one at a time all the way down, and then I tried to keep kind of the colors grouped similarly. Like I tried to do a pink in each, a white based in each, a red in each, and then a darker color in each, which was like that darker green kind of color, and the black. So these photos, it's the whole layout is about our Christmas tradition. Is that on Christmas Eve, so India gets Santa presents on Christmas morning, like you do. But on Christmas Eve, we do stockings between each other. Phil buys mine, I buy his. Actually, Phil buys mine and I buy the rest. So we each get a pair of pajamas, and that's what we'll sleep in. And then just some little goodies, like India usually will get a book, because we do a story time before bed, and then just some random other stuff. Like this year she got, sorry, India's yelling from the other room. This year I got her some panties and some, like a little stuffed animal that you change his clothes, some little play shoes, just little stuff like that. Not a whole lot, but just something. So she does have something from us, and it's something she gets on Christmas Eve. And then I kind of can split up what I get her for Christmas instead of giving her that much more on Christmas morning. And then that's how we all get our stockings. And so that's just what this whole layout is. So I'm just, I didn't cut any of this out. I feel like I probably should have. But I just keep layering. And another way to do this would be if you lay it down and mark with a pencil, or you could actually, go through and measure each individual layer and make them all the same size and all that. That seems like a lot of extra work, but you can totally do that as well. But because you have so much there, I feel like in the middle you don't need a lot of extra embellishment, so it works out pretty well. And surprisingly, on this layout, I didn't use, like, y'all have seen, obviously, that I keep saying obviously, I'm so sorry. Y'all have seen that my favorite thing is, like, the tiny bits and pieces, like the little wood veneers and the enamel dots and sequins and the sparklets and all that. But, this layout, I didn't use any, surprisingly. I used, some splatter on the background later, you'll see, and that is really all. I use a little bit of chipboard and that's it. So that worked out pretty well. I mean, you totally could incorporate more into it, but I just didn't feel like I needed it. So sorry, my daughter is at the door, like whispering into the crack of the door, trying to talk to me. And then some of those scraps, because, oh, I did fast forward some of it. I thought about using ink and layering ink. I mean, doing ink around each layer, but then that was just too much effort and I didn't really feel like dealing with it. And honestly, the colors between each layer were like different enough between each layer that it didn't really need it. You could see the layers really easily. So I went ahead and I glued everything together. I work from the top down whenever I glue layers like this. I will glue the photo to the top layer and then that to the next layer, working down so that everything stays nice and lined up. And then I pulled out this Heidi Swapp color spray. I always forget the name. Color Shine. Sorry. Color Shine. Heidi Shine. That's the phrase that Adele always uses. So I just splattered it. It's a nice, like, gunmetal kind of deep silver, like pewtery. And it just gives it a little bit of shimmer and a little bit of texture on the background. So I just splattered across the back. Thankfully, the Heidi Swapp Color Shine dries really quickly, so it was like completely dry by the end. So I went ahead and just adhered these blocks down onto the paper. Part of me kind of wishes I would have added some foam, like foam behind it to pop them up just a little bit, just to give it some more dimension, but I'm out of craft foam. I've been out of craft foam for a little while, and I'm starting to run low on foam tape, which actually I got some for Christmas today, so I'm good now, but I was running low on foam tape as well, so I didn't want to waste a bunch of it, so I didn't do that, but it looks good either way. So then these chipboard stockings are from the Merry Days collection from Crate Paper, from their chipboard pack. So I just pulled those out and used the stockings because it worked perfectly. And then just hung them from that bottom. I added like a little strip and tore the end, so that it looked like they were hanging from that little piece. It gave it a little bit more weight or something in my head. I don't know if that really matters. And then I needed a smaller font size of thickers. So I pulled out these little black ones, and plus they stand out really well on that cream and black pattern paper. So I just went ahead and adhered those down, and then I pulled out these other chipboard letters that they're like craft with white diagonal stripes basically. So, and then I used that to write the word tradition. And then that's pretty much it for this layout. I do add some little chipboard like laurel leaves to either side of Christmas Eve, and they came from, I believe, from the Merry Days collection as well. And then after that, that's pretty much all I add on camera. I do end up later, you'll see in the photos that I end up, and because the chipboard letters and the chipboard little leaves, I had to use the Nuvo adhesive to adhere those down so they don't move. So that's it. You'll see that I'm showing you the end. I type up and print out strips, little phrase strips for my journaling, and then I do end up taking the same black foam thickers and adding the year right there at the bottom corner. And I think that just really ties it together perfectly. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit like if you like this video, leave a comment. If you have anything to say, I love answering comments. I actually need to go do that after this because I have a couple, so I'm excited about that. If you are interested, today and tomorrow, today's the last day really to go sign up for the giveaway. It's back on video 22 or 23, I believe. I think it's 22. It's the one, it's got the pink letters that says fuzzy feelings, warm and fuzzy feelings or something. So go back and look at that, watch that video, and you can enter tonight to have a chance to win a giveaway. So anyway, sorry, I'm rambling. Merry Christmas. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Happy scrapping. Bye.